Que paso, amigos? Welcome to the channel. This is my new channel, John's Stunt Garage. If you're just tuning in the first time, then welcome. I'm going to do a brief introduction and then we'll do a tour of the stunt lineup, the different bikes I have sitting back here. If you've come over here from my primary channel, John's Moto Garage, then thanks a bunch for jumping over here. And yeah, welcome to the channel. So just brief introduction. My name's John. I'm not a professional stunt rider. I'm not a professional biker. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm a total wannabe. I started a YouTube channel about 2 years ago. John's Moto Garage is my primary channel. We do buying bikes, selling bikes, riding different motorcycles. And as that channel evolved, I got more into riding the different bikes. I got interested in learning wheelies, and eventually that led to trying to learn wheelies on a Harley. And then I wanted to learn the drifts. Next thing I knew, I had a stunt bike and I was trying to learn stoppies and wheelies on that and the handbrake and all that good stuff. And I realized a lot of my viewers on my primary channel aren't super stoked on the stunt stuff. It's just kind of a big mix, and I thought, you know what, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes when I'm trying to learn all this stuff that I don't even use on the channel. So this is my primary channel, basically to document my journey learning the stunts on the motorcycles. There's tons of pros out there, dudes like Brian636, Dom829, a ton of dudes who are really good at what they do and they bring awesome content. I highly recommend checking them out. They've got great how-tos, all that good stuff. What you'll find on this channel is kind of somebody who's learning, stumbling through the process. It's just another perspective. As I learn and progress, I'll bring how-tos, I'll share tricks and tips, some of the challenges, some of the things that I figure out, kind of like those aha moments. I always like to see the learning side of things, that learning curve. It's awesome to see somebody go from not being able to do something to pulling it off, and in some cases to mastering it. So hopefully, no promises, I can't set the bar too high, but eventually on this channel, hopefully I'll be able to bring you some legit, you know, how-tos and things along those lines when it comes to the stunt game. And so anyway, that's basically what you're going to find here on John's Stunt Garage. That name may change at some point in the future, but for now, that's what it is. Man, it is wicked hot out here. All right, let me show you guys the current stunt bike lineup, and we'll start over here with the Honda Grom. So this is where it all started. A year and a half, just over a year and a half ago, I bought this bike to learn how to do wheelies. It had always been on my bucket list to learn how to wheelie a motorcycle. So believe it or not, just over a year and a half ago, I could not wheelie a bike for the life of me. So I bought this bike after messing around on a pit bike for a little bit. I went out and bought this Honda Grom, started watching how-to videos, learned about rear brake, throttle control, all that good stuff, and I just got to work on it. And I put on a lot of hours, putting a lot of hours on this bike, messing around. As you can see, the bike has seen better days. It's pretty well beat up, and it's actually kind of out of commission right now. But yeah, this is where it all started. I will get this bike up and running again here soon. The cool thing with the Honda Grom is you can learn the wheelies. You have to learn, you know, throttle, clutch control, throttle brake, all those fundamentals, and they're going to carry over to other motorcycles. But also this bike is less daunting. It's not as intimidating to jump on this bike. So I was also able to learn sit down circles, stand up circles, and start practicing stoppies all on this little Honda Grom here. So perfect bike if you want to get into the stunt game. I think this is the safest way to go about doing it. So you know what, we're going to jump over the Dyna and first jump over to the DRZ. So this is a DRZ Supermoto. That's the second bike I bought to learn how to do wheelies. Perfect transition from a Honda Grom to a Supermoto. Again, it's not super powerful, but it's bigger. And once you learn how to wheelie on a Supermoto with brake control and everything else, you should be good to go on most of the other bikes as well. All right, now let's jump back to the Dyna. This is a 2013 Harley Davidson Street Bob Dyna. And I bought this because the Harley wheelies, for me, were always just the coolest, most rad looking wheelies out there. So anyway, I bought this when I could still barely do wheelies on the Grom and kind of started chipping away at the wheelie game. This thing is tough, but I haven't even mastered the wheelies on this bike yet. Eventually, I hope to get a little bit better. And I have a second Dyna that's in the shop right now, an FXDX. It's a 2000. That bike actually fits me much better. But anyway, the Harley Davidson, ultimately on this bike, I still want to learn how to do hand drags and really dial in the drifts. But the Harley drifts are one of the coolest looking things for me as well, so that's something I plan to practice quite a bit. The bike that's in the shop right now at Cruisy Originals, I've got the rear fender reinforced and set up for hitting 12 o'clock, and we're gonna have a titanium plate there so we can hopefully see some scrapes and some sparks on that bike. But yeah, 2017 Honda Grom, 2013 Harley Street Bob, and then I didn't mention it, this is a 2016 Suzuki DRZ 400 SM. That's their Supermoto. And then right here, this is the new kid on the block. This is a 2013 Kawasaki 636. And as you can see, it's all set up for the stunts. I bought this as is, built up already for the stunt game. You know, starting out, I never thought I would get into doing the actual stunts, and I still don't know how far down that road I'll go, but I feel like this opens up a lot more doors and opportunities for really learning and progressing as far as the circle wheelies, learning how to do the stoppies, and eventually maybe even getting into the combos and all that stuff. It has a handbrake, so I'm gonna have to learn and master the handbrake in order to do a lot of those other things. But I don't know, I think it'll be cool to have that versatility and that knowledge base or that skill to not just be able to wheelie a Harley or a Honda Grom, but to basically be able to jump on any motorcycle and do what you got to do. So yeah, the 636. So there you have it, you guys. There's the collection. Again, I'm a total wannabe, a total noob. And one thing I'll add as well, like I said, I'm not sponsored by any, you know, professional motorcycle companies or brands, none of that. I'm married, I've got kids, I work a full-time job. I do the YouTube stuff as a side hobby on the fun. It's a total blast. I love riding motorcycles and learning. And so anyway, that's basically what we do. So John's Stunt Garage, welcome to the brand new channel. Like and subscribe if you dig it, share with your buddies and your friends and people out there, and be sure to drop a comment below, and we'll probably catch you on the next one. Adios, hasta luego, nos vemos. Oh man, now I gotta put all these motorcycles away. Ugh.